Okay, let's get into it here with this card. All the way to the night card, 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Mindy, 3:40 Pacific time as we get into it with the Cubs and the Tigers. Not an awful matchup. Proud of the Tigers for hanging in there the last couple of weeks, getting some wins here and there. Real proud of the Cubs. They are having all of a sudden a great year. And they're favored here, $1.30 on the road. I might have picked the wrong game I might have had the 340s backwards. Mindy, I don't think that's gonna
Right.
mess up too much.
You're right side by side on my work, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know the Giants game was first. I think I just typed them in backwards or something. So, anyways, Cubs here at $1.30, 9 under 20.
Yeah, I mean, you got a guy with Faedo here for the Tigers that has that ERA that's over 6. This looks like the Cubs get to jump out to a lead today and never look back. I'm going to go ahead and take a side, and the Cubs here today has a little bitty favorites, minus 130.
Oh, it feels like it's going to be a pretty popular play at the window. Are we on one of those trap games? Is it a tarp, you guys?
I don't know. It's like pitcher friendly or park here.
Faedo has been as good of late as he's been all season, certainly. This is his moment right now. Last 3 games, a 1.86 ERA, so he's done pretty good. Detroit's won 8 of their last 12. That's what I'm talking about. They are showing some heart here late in the season. So Faedo's made just 9 starts. Detroit's gone 3-6 in those 9 starts. Assad, 3.66 ERA in those 4 starts that he's made so far. Cubs have won 19 of their last 27. So pretty strong, of course, of late, the way they're going. And, I mean, I can't not do it. I mean, I'm trying to find every way to,
Not to do it.
bum Mindy out when she gives me these obvious, I don't want to say obvious. I don't want to call it square, Mindy, but it just, I mean, the Cubs, come on. I look up Tigers. Great job.
What can you do?
Well, great job, Tiger. I mean, right? I mean, they were, they are left, their season's over. I mean, they were left for dead. They'd have to win every game from here on out. But, to have a little bit of a streak here, a little bit of a good run. And they aren't home, I guess. But these are the Cubs that are just performing out of their mind right now. So, all right. Scotch he's making sure we see this. So let me fix the graphic here. He's making sure we see this, right? I mean, look at that. Cubs, everybody. Is anybody Tigers here?
Well, there's one, Frankie Diamond. He's got the Detroit Tigers on the run line.
You see, he's even throwing a run line in there. What's that? Minus $2. Oh, it's only $1.45. It's not terrible, actually. All right. Martin Solano's got an under here. Kev Cook, team total over. Ron doesn't like the game. He's Mr. Detroit. We know that. So that might say something there. Beanie Man on the Cubbies. Burley on the under. All right. They have to win the hello to Lazzy Love. Kay says, I'll try Tigers run line. Lazzy going under in this one. And what is the total? Let me see, by the way. 9 under. Oh, I need further info. I'll go with the Cubs. Come on. It feels like for once the Cubs are in a clutch mode a little bit here. It's, there have been times where you're like, the Cubs are supposed to play well. They're playing well, and they can't get it done. Here they're $1.30. I'm going to have to take the Cubs in this one. The Giants and Scott Alexander, Philadelphia with Aaron Nola here. Philly down to $1.55 now. 8.5 under 20. This one has definitely seen some pressure to the under within the last 90 minutes. And Phillies favored here with bullpen game, obviously, the way the Giants have been running it, Mindy.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's one of those, again, I think, like you talked about, Mania expected to get those bulk innings, perhaps. But I think I'm still going to go ahead and be on the Phillies here today. I just don't see anything coming out of the bats here from this Giants team. They're only averaging like 2.7 runs over their last 10 games. It's just not really been there. I know it took a while before those Phillies got the bats going there last night. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Phillies here today in this one.
All right, Mindy says take the Phillies with Nola coming off that loss last night at Washington. Kind of talked about it. And like I said, you had them yesterday. Washington, very profitable. Phillies let them get off to that big lead, and then there was no scoring in the game for the longest time.
Right.
Until the top of the ninth inning when they scored 3 runs, made it a little bit exciting.
Exciting, yeah.
And yeah, no, I loved it. I think that's neat with the kid. You know, you do it once a year. You do that special game, and I like the interviews. I'm 100 years old, and I like in-game interviews. I'm not, I'm not Scrooge when it comes to that, Mindy. I like the in-game interviews. Anything to, hear what they're thinking. Right? I always get worried when the ball gets hit to them. A little bit. All right, we'll see here with Nola in this one. Boy, how is that pitching right now for San Francisco? I mentioned that whole situation, right? Okay, so Mania. Oh, you mentioned Mania because he did not get used yesterday, so he's obviously in the spot to get used here today. Sean Nigel is back as well with the club now because of the moves that the Giants needed to make. All right, I'm going to take the. What is the price? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! $1.55 is still not totally comfortable, but I think the Phillies are in a good spot today. I'm going to agree with Mindy and take another favorite here. Giants 4-10 in their last 14 games. Phillies haven't been special of late, but I think I'm going to have to take them here. Let's see what the chat's in for here. K's on the run line. Scotch has a pitcher prop. Thomas Lewis. Phillies. Leroy on the super run line. I think that, what's that? Giants minus 1.5. Is that what I think he's saying? Tom Hahn here on the Phillies, or is he taking plus 2.5? I don't know what the super. Ron here. Phillies, Frankie Diamond under. Verley comes in with his pick. He's on the under. And Kev Cook says, I'll try the Giants today. I'm going to go with the Phillies. Nola has not been sharp either, but have due concerns about that Giants offense. Mike Allison under. Martin Solano, Giants run line. Beanie Man, Phillies. First 5. Bionic on the Phillies and Jamal on the Giants. All right. All right, next up, Mindy, the Mets are going to take on the Braves. This would have been a huge series, but something happened on the way. Yeah. But I mean, this is probably the Met. This is probably the Mets' time now. They'll probably get all fired up for this one now that they're out of it. But the Braves here are minus $2 or so. The total is 10 under 15.
Oh, yeah. I mean, are we going to think that the Mets are going to find their groove with, I think it's Peterson on the mound here with his 7.75 ERA, gives up 4 walks per 9, 2 home runs per 9? I don't think so. This is going to be Braves on the run line all day. I know Peterson's been a little bit better as of late, but those numbers in the past don't bode well for a Braves team that hits the way they do. I'll take him on the run line.
All right. I've steered clear a few times, kept us out of trouble. I might do so here again. It doesn't. Sometimes the Braves are not having trouble putting teams away, right? I mean, they're not having any trouble at all to a certain extent right now. 65% winning, 650 winning percentage, but I don't know, for some reason, they've had a few games where they win by just one. They're hot. They've won 10 of 13. Mets have actually won 5 of 7 because they're playing better now that the pressure's off. Mets are just 4 and 10 with Peterson, however, on the hill. Winans, we'll see. Look, he's not an opener. He's a starter right now, given the Braves situation. He's pitched in those 2 starts that he's made now, 11 and a third innings with a 1.1 with a 1.59 ERA. I'm going to be on the over in this one. I think we'll get double-digit runs here with the Mets and the Braves. Let's see if the chat has a lot of Atlanta. Is there anybody going to be on the Mets here today? Martin Solano is on the Braves run line. Good morning to Kerry Davis. Ron says the Braves get it done. Run line. Kev Cook, Braves run line. Everybody, Braves run line. Braves run line. Everybody, Braves run line. Oh, gosh. Everybody's on the Braves run line but me, I guess. There's an over with me, Frankie Diamond. And Butterscotch saying Winans was the one who pitched in that 21-3 game. Mindy's on the Braves run line, Ron. Everybody's on the Braves run line except for me. I'm not on the Mets. I'm sorry. Braves, they're just not getting all these run lines. Right? Did they get it yesterday against the Giants? Nope. But Mindy's got him. And, I think that the Braves run line is going to be, a play that the cappers will be on today across the industry. I think, look at the chat. So I'm not today, not at the price. That's all. It's just a matter of price for me. They're minus $1.15 or so, laying a run and a half. Okay. And I'm on the over. So we got 2 picks there. Here's the Mariners and Castillo and the White Sox and Toussaint. The Mariners here are $1.85. The total 8.5 under 15. We're not going to go with this juiced 9, that super juiced 9, but it is going down here a little bit. Looks like at 8.5 under 15 on some widely reported steam this morning.
Oh, well, I'm still going to have to stick with the Red Hot Mariners team here. Just put up that sweep versus the Astros, staying in it with the Blue Jays now for, like I said, that wild card spot. I think they might be a little upset. Maybe they dealt their closer. That's still what's going on. Those middle relievers are the ones that gave up 5 yesterday, almost blew that big lead. So that's the only thing that worries me about the Mariners moving forward. But Castillo's 3-0 in his last 3 starts. I think we have a good outing again from Castillo. I'll take the Mariners. I'll take a minus 1.5 runs here.
All right. Mindy's on the Mariners. I'm sure everyone's going to be on the Mariners. I'm sure cappers industry-wide are going to be on the Mariners. The price is going through the roof. Well, $1.85. I don't know. I'm not going to lay a run and a half on the road. Castillo's, getting it together a little bit here. He's won 3-0 in his last 5 starts. The Mariners have won 4 straight Castillo starts. The Mariners have won 23 of their last 29 games. They continue to pummel, continue to win. Toussaint, pretty bad. But I just think the price is high. Can they win by 2? I'm not sure. White Sox have lost 6 of their last 8 games. Toussaint has gone under in 7 straight starts. I'm going to be on the under in this one with the Mariners and the White Sox. I know everyone's going to be. I probably could just never going to skip the chat. Might forget about the chat. I would never forget about you, chat.
It's all Mariners. Of course it is.
All Mariners. It's a Scotch lock. Hats off to you guys. I hope you guys win this one. I'll be rooting for you. I might even bet the Mariners because the chat told me to do so. I don't think I can strongly recommend with Mindy has recommended it here, or at least had to make a play. We make a play on every game.
That's
She
right.
may like the total very strong and just had to make a play. I don't know. Okay, and
Okay.
Jamar likes the over here in this one. I like. I respect that. There are plenty of trends in this game. In Jamar's defense, I know I gave out the under here, talking about Toussaint going under in 7 straight starts. He hasn't been any good. It's just a matter of the White Sox not hitting necessarily, because right now the White Sox have gone over in 6 of their last 9. The Mariners have gone under in just 2 of their last 10, and Castillo has gone over in 8 of his last 10 starts. But the White Sox, as an underdog this season, 33-48 long term to the under. So I'm going to take the under in this one. And Mindy on Seattle run line. You guys, all of you guys, Seattle run line. I'll play it probably just for a bet. I mean, people say, do you play? My premium plays are my strongest. Then we come on here, and then I can gamble a little bit with you guys. That's what I feel like with that run line. Everyone's going to be on it, though. Promise you that. Promise you that. It's already proven. You guys are on it. Okay, Red Sox and the Astros here. Okay, James Paxton is getting another chance. I don't want to say another chance. I mean, it looks like the numbers are good, but the metrics are bad. Maybe Mindy can explain it to me. I'm not all into that, but you do have Houston here at $1.30 with it looks like a somewhat of a mess. But Christian Javier doesn't have a great ERA. He hasn't had his best season like we were expecting. Astros here $1.39 under 15.
Yeah, except that he's still better off than Paxton, right? He has a 3.19 ERA there at home. Paxton, a little bit of elevated ERA on the road, 3.94, gives up almost 4 walks per 9 innings, gets hit pretty hard, a 412 slugging percentage versus this Astros team. Astros here still scoring more runs per game than this Red Sox team and has the better bullpen. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Astros.
All right, Mindy on the Astros here on the money line with Javier, $1.30 in this one against the Red Sox. Paxton, a 2.95 ERA in his last 4 starts, so maybe he can find something here. Boston has now won 9 of their last 13. All of a sudden, they're just 2.5 games in back of Houston. That's pretty good. Boston, man, they're really playing well. Houston has actually lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I do have some concerns here, even with what may be a pretty good no, I'm not so sure now. Even this total's worrying me a little bit. I want to play the over. Let's take a look at some of the trends here. Astros have gone over in 8 of their last 13. Red Sox have gone over in 4 straight. All right. I'm going to try. I'm going to be on the over here, Mindy, at 9.
Okay.
This is I think my hesitation indicates my least favorite of the matchups at this point. We'll see. Javier, 5.19 ERA in his last 5 starts. We can't have that, Christian, going into the playoffs. We need you to be one of the top pitchers on the team.
Right.
All right, chat. What are they going to do? I imagine there might be some Sox support in this one, but feels like they'll take the Astros for the most part. Martin is on the Astros. Go ahead, Mindy.
Yeah, mostly.
Mostly
they're on the Astros. Jamar on the Red Sox front line there.
Okay. I mean, Red Sox are the team that if you're just on the surface, they're playing better. And I don't know, Paxton, like I said, like you said, Paxton, the Splits are indicating Javier can be fine at home. So, did I miss a game that Mindy there? Oh, Cards Pirates.
Cardinals Pirates, yeah.
Thank you, Bionic. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think I did. I think
I
I
had
actually.
like no line or something. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I'm usually pretty good about that. I mean, catch me once in a week or two missing out, I guess. But thank you, Bionic. Let's get on it right away. Let's show these plays though on this game. Hello to Perky. Here's an over. And Fernando on the over. Over. Oh, you guys really like the over. That makes me feel a little better because I was feeling I wasn't too thrilled with this game. So, okay. I'm going to have to go from scratch on this one, Mindy. Just left them off there altogether because we were waiting on kind of both teams, right? That both teams kind of had, but now we've seen the matchup here. Let me refresh. Maybe we get we do see some books with the line out, so I think we can go with this
Okay.
line. This is going to be the Cardinals and the Pirates. And in this one, Cardinals are going to be, I believe, a road favorite here with a rookie making his major league debut. All right, there we go. Whoops.
Whoops.
Wrong game. That was last game. There we go. Okay. No, Mindy, the bots haven't taken over. This is Drew Rom. Ram is starting tomorrow, probably. But here he is, has earned favoritism on the road, minus $1.25 at DraftKings. The total's 10.5 under 20 for Pittsburgh. Maybe Brady Falter is going to get the call here in this one. That's what we had on the overnight show. So what did you have any info here?
Well, yeah, I mean, I had Rom and Falter. That's who I had here on my notes, but I was kind of waiting to see what this line was going to look like. I think I'm still going to go over the total. I know it's sitting there pretty high, but again, it's one of those that I feel like we're in a pretty, friendly hitters park with a little bit of an unknown pitcher. You got the right-handers here for the Cardinals that can really hit lefties. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the total here. 10.5.
All right, Mindy says go over with these pitcher. We don't know about Ron. This maybe would have been the spot for Liberatore, and he may get in there. I'm thinking today, as this is probably a bullpen situation here for the Cards and Mr. Rom. Cardinals have lost 4 of their last 5, but the Bucks here have lost 8 of their last 12 games. So we'll see here. Interesting that the Cards have kind of come the favorite here in this one with a rookie pitcher, with Falter having some experience. Here in 3 starts, a 4.05 ERA. We know he's been around the block a little bit. So, Mindy here on the over. That's a lot of runs. That is a lot of runs. These teams Pittsburgh's been a massive over of late. They've gone over in 21 of their last 32, but the Cardinals have gone under in 14 of their last 21. So, all right, I'm going to try the Cardinals here in this one. Maybe they're playing just a little bit better. I don't know about that.
I don't know about
I'm just saying whatever. Neither of these teams are playing very well right now. So they have almost the same record, 55-70. Pittsburgh 55-69, something like that. All right, chat. These are the games. Hey, Mindy, these are the games we're going to be losing here in a week or two. When we start doing the previews, we're going to probably just go with the important games and then start doing football previews. Hope that's okay with everybody. We want to keep the show reasonable. We're not going to do every game as we get into September and, a third of the field at least having been eliminated from postseason contention.
Right.
All right. Let's take a look at some of these plays here in this one. We got Jamar on the game. He's on the Pirates. Martin's on the under. Butterscotch may go on the over here. Jamal also maybe on the over. Dre says Pittsburgh run line and over. What's the good vibes emoji, Mindy?
It was like kind of a hang loose, like you know.
Sure. Hi, Mark Roper.
I think it is. I can't tell if it was a peace sign or hang loose, but either way.
Nice to have you. All right, Mindy, here's the Reds and Ashcraft and the Angels and Giolito. Boy, the Angels went out and got Giolito. Oh, that was great. Great move there, Angels. Boy, he's been bad. A dollar, back up to $1.35 here. So this one's kind of been all over the place. Maybe I'm gonna check. I might have to check the Reds' injuries or something. I don't know why it went back up. The total here is definitely 9 flat. So the Angels are favored with Giolito here, and the total 9 flat. Yeah.
Well, I just kind of am trying to figure out when the last time the Angels have won. It just seems like it's kind of been a while. Just sitting here thinking, like, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the Reds. I'll take them a little bit of plus money. They have a really good chance of winning this one outright. I think they have a little bit of the pitching edge, like you had talked about. Ashcraft still has pretty good stuff. Giolito, like you talked about, just going totally in the opposite direction than what we maybe anticipated here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on the Reds. They're still scoring more runs offensively than this Angels team does. They also allow less defensively there too. Reds have the better bullpen. You also have Giolito here with that 705 slugging percentage. So give me the Reds.
Yeah, Giolito, an 8.14 ERA since joining the Angels. That was a good move right there. Hey, at least he gets out, at least he gets out there and starts every game for you. He's got a rubber arm. Ashcraft has actually been quite good of late. He's got a 2.25 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's gone under in 7 straight starts. The Reds have been kind of an under team of late, but the Angels have gone over in 9 of their last 12. I'm going to take the over in this one. Go over 9 runs today. Maybe Giolito can get it together. I don't know. That doesn't look very promising. What is the chat doing in this one?
The chat said that the 90s were better. Angels game is postponed. Did you see that, Ramon?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. They said it was 60% chance of rain today, but
you haven't seen it yet. That's what you're saying.
I actually have not seen the actual postponement news. So let me see here. Pay good money for this line service, but it could have been just announced here recently. I'm not seeing that information yet. With all due respect, our chat very knowledgeable, but no, I'm not willing to call.
It could have been a question instead of a statement. Too,
oh, okay, yeah. No, it felt like. Look, Vegas was right in the line of it. I actually went over my hometown. There's no doubt, Mindy, the hurricane went exactly right over my hometown of San Diego. It was all dissipated by then. It was tropical storm. They got a ton of rain down there, record, for the time of year, and it almost took a turn northwest, and we really didn't get it too bad here in Vegas. It's still raining a little bit. And
you got mostly winds, right?
Yeah, definitely winds, but it accelerated very quickly. Once it started to get to the continental U.S., the storm path took off very, very quickly. It doused a lot of rain, but it moved quite fast. I believe they're expecting to play the games today in San Diego and in Anaheim, but let's keep that open here. And let's see what the chat says, just in case the game is played today. And we've got Munchie on the... Every time Munchie's here, I want one of those.
The bag of Munchies, the Doritos.
No, the Snoop Dogg meat. The
Munchie box.
Right, Munchie box, yeah. Okay. Hey, Lewis Smith is here. He's got the over Dre. Reds first 5. Fernando Reds and over. Martin Solano goes under. Yeah, this is what I appreciate on that. I appreciate those. Those I'm not as thrilled about. Maybe it'll take more shape once they start playing every year. So we'll see here. Jamar on the Reds. Ellie De La Cruz, says Lawyer. Jamal on the over. Bionic on the Angels. Tom Hahn, Reds. And okay, Takia on the Reds. Hello, Takia. Great to see you today. All right, Mindy on the Reds on the road here. I'll take the over.
All right.
Plays. There's the Royals and the A's with Davidson, maybe Marsh here also. Mindy, it's bullpen time, of course, as always for the Royals. For the A's, Blackburn, people say, I won't bet on anybody but Blackburn. He gains you a third of a unit every time he goes out there with the A's. And he's favored here, $1.25, 8.5 under 25.
Yeah, that's kind of been the way it's gone. Whenever Blackburn's been on the mound, we've kind of looked at taking him. But today, I think I'm going to go a little bit opposite that. I'm going to take the Royals. I'm going to take the Royals. Blackburn does actually give up a big slugging percentage versus this Royals team, a 643, still putting on almost 4 guys per 9 innings via the walk there. The Royals are still scoring more than this A's team. They've been a little bit hot, like we talked about, have the better bullpen just by a smidge there as well. Let's take the Royals today, Ramon.
The Royals are 17-46 on the road. The A's are 18-44 at home.
Oh my
Who's going to give in this one?
Those numbers are the
It
worst.
might be the last Royals-A's game we preview this year. I don't know. Okay, I don't want the Royals on the road.
What?
Well, no, I think actually I don't. This is the price.
The Royals, what do they say? Look more lively as of late.
That's they've lost 11. They've lost 11 in their last 15. The A's, though, are 9-23 since the All-Star break. We know what's going on here in this one. I'm going to take the under. Actually,
under.
I think the perception is that the offenses for these two teams have been performing better of late. A's have gone under in 8 of their last 11, but A's have gone under in 8 of 11 Blackburn starts. I can't read my own writing here, but and I'm going to go. I'm going to go under. A's have gone over in 5 of 7. Royals have gone over in 6 of 9. That's what I wanted to say. That they are putting up some runs. I imagine the chat might even like the over, but I'm going to be on the under. I think it plays exactly opposite here. I think it's more likely to be 4-3 or 3-2 than 5-4 or 6-5 in this one today. That's the way I feel. Beanie Man's on the over. Leroy's on the over. Jamal's on the Royals with you. I think the price favors the Royals. If I just didn't have, a little bit of bias here, I think the A's, Blackburn, Walker could be. Blackburn goes deep. Leroy on, we said that. Here's Frankie on Oakland, Nathan on the over. Everybody's over. Butterscotch KC, Martin Athletics first 5, Fernando first 5, Jamal going over. Jamar says Royals too easy.
Easy money. Those Royals, all they do is win.
Sounds like he knows something we don't. Takia A's money line. And all right, Mindy on the Royals here. I'll take the under.
All right.
Okay. Rangers here, $1.50 on the road, maybe even $1.55 now. Maybe we're seeing the Rangers take a little action here against my guy Slade Ciccone, the lead singer.
Right. That's right.
And but the Rangers, on a bit of a roll here, and still a pretty big favorite. But man, they're hot.
Well, I'm going to take the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'll take a little bit of plus money today. I'll take your guy, Slade, that he's going to have a good day here at home. Montgomery still has, a good ERA, but again, is a little bit elevated when he's on the road. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes here overall, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Diamondbacks.
Probably going to be hard to get me off my guy Slade at this point. If this line keeps going up, I'm like one of those guys that plays, plays the numbers too. I'm not just I'm a handicapper first and foremost. I'm going to be on Slade. Texas probably be pretty popular, I'd imagine, with handicappers today. I'm going to try the diamond. We're taking a money line here, right, Mindy?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. All right. Got a Ben Ruhala special.
Right.
With the Diamondbacks in this one. Montgomery's been pretty good. 2.5 ERA in his last 3 starts. Ciccone probably can go 4. They'll try to get him to 5 innings. Here it's just his 3rd start. Arizona's won 5 of their last 6 games. Texas has lost 4 straight. Here's Texas on the road. Yeah, they're over 500 on the road. Arizona's just about a 500 team at home, but Texas, this is where it gets a little dicey with the Rangers when they're having good seasons a little bit. We'll see. That's just too big a number. I'm on Arizona with Mindy in this one. I think the chat will probably be with Texas for the most part, but I think there will be some Diamondback support here. I think sometimes at least. Okay, here's Ron on the Rangers. Martin on the under. The Weir, thank you very much for stopping by. Butterscotch has got a lock, though. Texas, what can you say? They are struggling offensively. I get that. Takia on the under. Frankie on the under. And Jamar's on the Diamondbacks. The Weir says, take those Cubs. And yeah, Takia, I got you. I saw that I popped the graph. I didn't have the line typed in.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I didn't have the line typed in because of the pitching situation for Miami. Okay. All right, Denini's with some nice stats. There's Fernando's on the under. Jamal will take the Diamondbacks with us. And LeWeir, I'm working on that. Beauty Man on the under here. All right. Oh, there it is. He said, LeWeir said, give me a Nerfy. And for Montgomery, we just have him a short sample size, of course. He's allowed to run in the first inning in 1 of 3 starts. Meanwhile, Cicconi's allowed to run in the first inning in 1 of 2 starts. I guess didn't really have enough info there. All right, Arizona got to Montgomery, huh? Montgomery's a money burner. I mean, he's cost show more than a third of a unit every time out there. But again, he's just been with Texas for a few starts now. So we're taking Arizona here money line. That's baseball. All right.
One more. Ramon.
Oh, the Padres. Oh, okay. that is baseball. Yeah, because this other one's not baseball. Okay. Well, if Weathers wins this one, Mindy, he'll probably. I'll just let you comment. Maybe I better save my thoughts. But Weathers has made his way to Miami, and the former Padre that nobody thought was any good, and now he's going up against the Padres that'll, I don't know. Once in a while, you throw a guy like Weathers up there, it could be. I do see Johnny Cueto though.
I was I have Cueto versus Snell, so I was like, how did I get it so wrong, Ramon?
Yeah, no, I think that I do think, and Snell was talked about, but from my end now, and I think Cueto is, and you had it right last time. There was a matchup. was it yesterday where you had it right? I usually got these all right, but you had it right
Right.
and I had it wrong.
I know
Trying to
I
remember.
count on you to get it all right.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what game it was, but I do think Waka is probably more certain than who did you than
Snell.
Snell. Snell's got. Let me see here. I thought it was an issue here. Snell is still listed as the starter, right? Oh, did Walker get? Did he make that start yesterday? I'm trying to think here.
Do
All
not
right,
know.
go ahead, Mindy. Maybe the chat will set me straight here.
Yeah, so Lotto Snob says Cueto versus Waka there as well. Well,
Okay.
I'm just going to give you the handicap that I had, and that was based off of two other pictures. So you could kind of take this for what it's worth. At least I have, information down for Cueto. I'm the kind of the way I see it is he's pitched decent, right? But he's gotten roughed up in each of those last four starts. So I kind of thought it's going to be the same thing. He gets, roughed up a little bit by Machado, Tatis, and I think I'm still going to go ahead and take the Padres here, no matter who the pitcher is. Just mainly that this Padres team can get to Cueto.
All right. Yeah. I mean, the thing with Cueto, I think he's brought in as kind of a guy to pick up innings, try to navigate through. I don't think they're expecting huge things from him moving forward. So I'll go with Cueto here. Or not Cueto. I'm not saying I'll go with him. I'll go with him here. What you guys are describing him to be in this spot at this time, because I think Weathers actually would need to be. I don't know where he's listed here. I had him as projected, but again, I was with you. I thought it was going to be Snell, and then I saw walk up. So,
Right.
all right, let me just go to the chat. And oops, am I here? Okay, yep.
You're here.
Thanks, you guys. I will go with the chat on this game. Martin's on the Padres. To 90s. I had England. I lost the World Cup. I crushed the World Cup.
Yeah, the whole thing
Did not win the
crushed.
final game. I did not. I got caught up in I knew Spain. I was.
You thought it was going to be OT though, no matter what, right?
Yeah, I thought they could manage, and they got a goal in the first half. A little bit of controversy. Mindy, the Spanish Soccer Federation president, planted a big kiss on the winning
Oh
player,
gosh,
and everyone was having up in arms about it.
I would be.
A little bit of news out here on this Padres game too. They were really up in arms with former Padre Tommy Pham getting into a little bit of a cussing match with some fans in the front row. But Tommy wants to blame it on other things, but bottom line is it's always Tommy Pham that's getting involved in these type of situations with other teams, with teammates, with fans, with outside of strip club. He got stabbed out of his. So okay, it's everybody else's fault, but it's always Tommy Pham.
Is involved? It sounds like, huh?
Mindy already listed the play. I mean, hopefully I don't agree with Mindy here on this one with the.
It didn't sound like you were gonna.
Padres run line is what you said, right? Padres run
Yeah.
line there minus whatever it's going to be. Mac 10, hello, nice to see you. And all right, Mindy, better just.
I can add it if you need to.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, the Padres should. I don't know. Come on, they're not gonna. I'll take the Marlins on the run line. That's what I'll do.
For a challenge. There we go. Let's do it, Ramon.
You have a little fun on the show.
Right.
Don't take every pick seriously on the free complimentary
Uh,
selection. Even if I did go 10-2 yesterday on the show,